You are listening to the Bombhole.
Bombhole Podcast.
It's going to be very hot. It's going to be very uncomfortable for everybody.
The Bombhole. That bitch is crazy.
Okay, we are back for another week, another episode of the Bombhole. Stony Buds, how we doing?
I see what in the intro it means by being very hot and very uncomfortable for everybody.
Just for the listeners, the garage is extremely hot. We got an AC unit.
It do be toasty in here.
And today we got a guest we're excited about. We got Dangy, a.k.a. JibGurl. Dangy, how we doing?
Good.
We usually just jump right into it. You're an Alaska loc, right?
I actually was born in Texas, but I grew up in Alaska. Like, I moved to Alaska when I was 4.
You grew up snowboarding in AK, like Alyeska, or what was your spot?
So I lived in all these small towns in Alaska, not near Anchorage, which is where Alyeska is. So my dad actually taught me how to snowboard in the backcountry, which was fucking terrible because I didn't know how to turn or anything. So I'd like go like 2 feet and sink in, and it was just like really frustrating. But then we moved to Anchorage finally when I was like 13, and then I learned how to really snowboard at Alyeska.
Nice. That's kind of backwards. Usually people they start in the street and then eventually find the backcountry. You started in the conch, went to the street.
Yeah.
What small towns in Alaska?
Seward, Homer, Cooper Landing.
You lived in all those places? Mm-hmm. Your dad had you moving around?
Yeah, he is a mountain dude, so he'd like live in Homer, climb all the mountains, and then we'd move to Cooper Landing, climb all the mountains.
Climb all those.
Yeah,
That's
and
sick.
then
Sounds like a cool dude.
Yeah.
Okay, and then at what point did you start like snowboarding and like making edits and all that stuff?
I always like when I was really young loved like music videos, and like I would just like I had a big imagination, and I would always just like listen to a song and then like make up a music video for it. And so I started like filming and like trying to make music videos when I was like hella young, like when I was like 10. But making snowboard edits, I didn't start making snowboard edits till I was like I don't know, like 16.
It sounds like you were making TikTok videos before TikTok
Yeah.
existed.
Yeah.
Pre-TikTok, ahead of the curve.
You should have invented that shit. You'd be killing it right now.
Yeah. I should have invented TikTok. Yeah.
You can kind of see like in I went on a Too Hard marathon watching all the vids, and you can almost see the inspo from the like music videos first and then snowboard videos in that, huh?
Definitely.
So do you hear the song and then you're like, okay, like I'm inspired by the song, then I make the edit, right?
Yes.
That's cool.
100%.
Was Too Hard the first all-female crew, or was there already crews out?
Oh, there's definitely already
There was already
Yeah,
crews.
there was Peep Show.
Oh,
there
yeah, that was before Too Hard?
Yeah, and then Leanne Pelosi had one. What was it?
Mischief Films or something like that?
Oh, you're right. Mischief.
Yeah.
Mischief was before Peep Show even, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I think there was more.
How many movies
Amber
did you make?
Stackhouse had something too, I think.
How many movies did you make?
7.
7.
7 Too Hard flicks.
That's dope.
You put a bunch of girls on too, huh? You feel like you did at least?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't take credit for their success. They worked really hard to get to where they all are.
That's awesome.
I personally when I was watching all the videos today, I liked when they would cut to like the funny shit of somebody falling through the ceiling and stuff and like landing like like it's about, you know, we talk about it a lot on this show, but you know, sometimes there's like artsy editing and then there's just like entertaining shit. I like the entertaining shit. Yeah,
I love comedy, so anytime I can make something funny, I will definitely do that. But I also really like artsy shit too. I definitely feel like I have a stony vibe to my editing. Like it's either funny or I kind of like slower, stony music, kind of. Even whenever it's like rap music, I feel like it's kind of slower-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And you edit all the Too Hard videos? That's sick. That's a lot of work too.
It is. Especially, it's not hard editing whenever it's just you. That's why I love making my Instagrams, because there's no pressure on me. But Too Hard was so much pressure. It was like,
keep everyone happy.
oh God.
Yeah.
It was
there
terrible.
issues like you want to cut a clip, but somebody wants to keep it?
Oh yeah,
all kinds of stuff
all
like
the
that.
time. Yeah, or they didn't like a song or something like that. It's
And
definitely
you're in
all
the
time.
edit room making it all happen, and they want to change something after you've already done it, and it's harsh.
Yeah.
Well,
That's sick.
just to continue a continuation of this subject, like I like how we were talking about IG last night, and you were kind of saying how like your IG is inspired from your Too Hard editing skill set. Like I was like, I was kind of essentially asking you like, what's your strategy? You're fucking good at it, and you're like, I just love, you're kind of.
I just love making edits.
Yeah.
I love making edits. I love editing. I straight up will hear a song and I'll be like, fuck, I want to go get some clips so I can make an edit to this song.
That's dope.
Yeah. It's a lot of times music first.
You can see that though too. Like when you got a good song and you want to find the clips to match to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I wish I was like better at snowboarding so I could like get clips faster so I could make more edits.
I think that's every pro's wish, though.
But I don't wish I was better at snowboarding just to be better at snowboarding. I wish I was better at snowboarding just so I could make more
your
edits.
vision
So you
happen
could produce
faster.
clips.
Yeah.
I feel that. I'm like, oh, another switchback lip. Like you used to have like a deep bag. It's been getting shallower and shallower. But you see these young kids out there. They're like just a conveyor belt of tricks. Just especially because I saw you early season at Trollhagen, I believe, and you moved to did you move to the Midwest?
Yes, I did. I love the rope toes. Oh my God. They're so much fun. They're such a good workout. Like, it gets your abs ripped. Like, it's dope. I fucking love it.
Is that what made you move to the Midwest?
The rope toes.
The
for
rope
sure,
toes, just so you could
100%.
shred faster. And
Yeah, and it's like more of like a skateboard vibe. Like, chairlifts just take too long. And, like, when you're on a rope toe, like everyone's like there together. You don't get like separated.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
true.
It's
You
just,
can, like, see everything.
It's like a way better vibe.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, and
I
it's
was always
more
wondering
fun.
why you moved there.
And like when you're on a rope toe, like your blood stays pumping. Like when you sit on a chairlift, like you like stop for like I don't know however long, like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, depending on the mountain.
100%. And I was trying to do the math the other day because we ride Brighton a lot, and on a good day at Brighton, you probably get about 12 runs. That means you hit the rail 12 times. Whereas
Wow.
at Highland,
It's like 100.
you get 12 hits in 12 minutes. And so the thing that's
Even
cool,
more.
I think, is that you only need to go snowboard for an hour or two,
Yeah.
and you're dusted.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you can't go all day because you're just, it's like physically exhausting.
Yeah, it's super. It's dope. It makes you stronger. It makes my feet stronger, my arms stronger. I feel way better when I'm riding rope toe.
I think I might go out there to try to get some abs too.
It's
Hit the
straight
le- hit the
up. Last
ropes.
winter, I was like, what the fuck? Where did these come from?
And it's just from gripping all day.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever see Danimals with his shirt off? He looks
Oh,
like a
true.
fucking Neanderthal from that
is-
rope.
That is true. Born on those ropes. So
Hercules over there just.
he does look like Hercules a little bit.
What do you think? It's kind of early, but me and Buds were talking about getting into Name That Video part early. What do you think,
I'm
Buds?
down, dude. It seems after Name That Video part, everyone loosens up a little bit.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to take us away. All right, Dangy, how confident, scale of 1 to 10?
Not confident.
0.
We're talking 0.
Zero confidence.
That's actually the lowest rating we've seen so far, Buds, I think. All right, I'm going to hit it. I'm going to give you since your confidence level is 0,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to say Alaska native.
Okay. John Cooley. But I feel like you gave it away, isn't it? Is it John Cooley?
Yeah, but what video?
Yeah, you hit.
Love hate.
You answered.
Okay,
that
so
super
she
fast.
knows.
Yeah.
She knows.
0%, and she gets the prize pack.
So she goes from 0% confidence.
Yeah, but you gave it away. I wouldn't
You're
have
almost
gotten
as
it.
quick.
I wouldn't have gotten it if you didn't say that.
Really?
That was the
Really?
fastest, but she knew the movie too.
Yeah, that was about as fast as our fastest, which is Stevie Bell.
We're going to have to get a timer and see who's faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
quick.
oh, you know what? I forgot. You get yourself a little prize.
You're in luck because these are new too.
We got some new Bombhole igloo coolers.
Oh, cool! I fuck with this.
You can put some snacks in there.
I've been needing a cooler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Perfect.
This is legit perfect.
Put
Keep your
some
drinks cool.
vegetables in there. Maybe
all my vegan veggies.
put some great vegetable storage unit if needed.
Now this next one you don't answer. It's a contest. For,
Okay.
For name that video part 2. Comment on the photo of Dangy on our Instagram for a chance to win. Do you know what they win, bud?
Prize pack.
A little prize pack. That's right. All right,
Not
coming
a
at
cooler,
you.
I imagine, but a prize pack. You told me what it was earlier, and I still don't remember what it is.
Yeah, that's a classic.
That was so quick. That's tough.
Let
me tell you something.
kids are good,
These
though.
kids are
These
good.
kids are
They
good.
always get it.
The ones who are into it really get it fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the takeaway music just because it's kind of fun for the whole family. I kind of want to circle back around. I know I don't really like talking about social media that much, but it's kind of a cool subject with you because I feel like you are particularly good at it. And one thing I wanted to talk about was like, I feel like a lot of the girls in action sports haven't been like really girly. Like they're kind of, for lack of a better word. And I think it's cool. I feel like, you guys, like the whole movement with, girls skating as well, like fashion meets skating meets like dance moves meets all that. I feel like it brings a whole new genre of like girly girls that would not be into it otherwise. Do you feel that way too?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you need a wide spectrum of influencers, and by influencers I mean like people to look up to, snowboarders or skateboarders to look up to, so that every type of person has someone to look up to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You seem to have a good draw too. Like I notice your fans are like really into you, really look up to you, and you kind of empower them to.
Yeah, they're.
I don't know. I read
supportive.
the comments. It seems like they're very, very supportive, and that's really cool.
Yeah, it is. It's super cool. It's crazy. Like they. If I'm ever feeling like shit about myself, you just.
That's awesome.
Talk to them.
Talk to them, and they get you hyped up. You hit them up, talk to them back in the DMs and all that.
Yeah.
And it really seems like on social media, you kind of just carved out your own lane, and it's really worked for you, and that's really cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I just do me, and like.
Yeah, everyone always asks, is it like, do you have a formula? But it sounds like you just do you, and it works, and that's cool.
I saw like some dance videos, and I liked it, so I started dancing, and then that's where I definitely got like a lot of my following, and it wasn't like I was like, oh, I need followers. It was just it was just you were doing it and
it happened.
Yeah,
that's sick.
Well, dancing is something that universally anybody can watch.
Everybody,
Like I watch dance videos of random people and just start moving, but I got to give you some credit because I'm never gonna film myself doing dance moves because it's kind of like vulnerable and weird, and I'm also awful at dancing. So.
Yeah, it takes balls to put yourself out there like that. Yeah.
Well, what I was kind of wondering is, do you have any interest in teaching me and Stony Buds any dance moves?
Yeah. Show, let's get it.
Okay, so I got a couple songs loaded up here, and they are recommended by Dangy. And I guess the first one's kind of just a longer beat. It's kind of just.
All right, so this first one is just like we can like flow to it.
We'll just
I'll
flow.
try to like teach you guys some moves.
Okay. Okay, let's hit it.
Okay.
That's a dope beat.
All right. So the first move I'm gonna teach you is this one, where you just go like.
Okay, you hit him with a snap.
So you
move
kind of
forward.
like go forward, side, cross.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
No, I was slow on it. I don't got it.
I feel like I'm kind of getting in there a little bit.
I don't know.
I'm more of like a vertical fist bump kind of guy, you know?
I got that.
More of like a run. I think they call that the running man, right?
You should do like the.
Oh, you get your whole body into it. Okay. Okay.
I got this one.
Get the whoa.
That's all I really got is this move.
For the listeners, Buds is doing the thing where you swing your arm and you lock the rest of your body. I don't know what that's called.
Robot.
Oh, Buds is killing it. Buds is killing it. He's also sweating profusely.
It's 105 in here. Right, show us one more time.
Okay,
we gotta get it
you
in
gotta
unison.
hit the whoa. So this
On the
one
whoa.
goes good with the whoa. And
Okay, the last one's kind of like a.
so just like wait for like a beat hit.
Okay, I got you.
I've never done any of these moves.
Oh, there it is. She's so good.
Yeah, you do this all day.
Okay, just for the listeners, it's not as easy. Like it's
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm actually gonna bail out on this because I've been just kind of humiliating
Yeah, I
myself.
feel like I've been humiliating
Okay,
myself
okay.
as
For
well.
the next one is super easy, but let me teach you it without the song first.
Okay.
Okay, so you go hype, hype, hype me up.
Oh,
All right.
hype
me
up.
up.
I gotta
Yeah,
move
that's
this
easy,
mic a little
right?
bit.
Yeah.
Move the
Okay,
mic.
ready? Hype, hype, hype me up.
Oh, the-
hype, hype, hype me up.
Oh,
And then
we got this.
hype, hype me
And then
up.
the shoulders.
Hype me up. You kind
Oh,
of
this
your
is sick.
elbow.
Elbows.
Hype
Hype me up. Hype.
me up. And then you go hype me up.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That last part's a little above the pay grade. I think I'm
Just
good with
go
the.
like
I'm good with the
Pay grade.
just go arms forward, side, this thing.
That
Okay.
thing.
Forward,
A little bit of juggling.
side, this thing.
Air
Alright.
juggle. It's an
Air
air
juggle.
juggle. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Track number 2. Here we
Wait,
go.
already
we're
time?
not done yet.
Okay.
There's one more. Okay.
I'm not gonna remember
and then
this.
you go 1, 2, boom.
Over
Okay.
here.
Above the heads.
Yeah.
1, 2, boom. I can
One,
do that.
two,
1, 2, boom. I
so
can
it's
do.
like
Oh, other
literally
side.
just 4 moves,
Four
and
moves.
you just
1,
do
2,
them twice
boom.
each.
Okay, let's do this. I'm feeling good. It's 15
I have-
seconds, so we got to
I
be
have
on
a
it.
horrible memory.
And I'm also sweating profusely.
So just
Okay.
freestyle for the beginning.
Dude, all the arm movement has me cooled down. It's like a breeze.
All right, I'm gonna hit it.
Come and hype me up. Come and hype me up. Come and hype me up.
Please come and hype me up.
Hype me up. Hype me up.
Oh.
Hype me up.
I'm sticking with the elbows.
Oops, I went the wrong way. I was almost there.
Oh, I think we
We're-
just kind
we're
of killed
better.
it. We just killed it.
That was better.
Yeah. Okay, let's get back to talking
Yeah.
because nobody wants to see us dance, buds. We just kind of
Are you sure?
we just
I
humiliated
feel like
ourselves.
people will
Can you
like that.
can you
part.
teach us how to Dougie? Is the question. I don't know how to do that dance
I
either.
don't either. What is the Dougie? Just the. Oh wait.
Yeah,
You know-
that is
you
the
know what I
Dougie.
remember?
That's whip.
What about the
and nay-nay.
stanky leg? The stanky leg
Oh, the
was in
stanky
This is
rotation.
the
leg.
nay-nay.
That's the nay-nay.
And then this is the reverse.
The reverse nay-nay?
She,
They always go together.
for the
Oh, the
listeners,
whip.
she did a little
Whip.
pitter patter
Oh, yeah.
with her feet as well.
Little pitter patter.
She did a little pitter patter while sitting down.
That was dope.
All right. Let's get back. Let's get back to
Let's
chatting.
get back to it. We were talking about social media. Tell me about your cats because they
Oh my
really
God.
fascinate me.
I can talk for hours about my cats.
I've never seen cats that just go out and. Have you seen these videos?
I've seen a couple.
Yeah, they basically walk like you're out walking your dogs, but
Yeah.
it's with cats.
They love it too. They'll whine for me to walk them, and they're indoor outdoor cats. So I'll and they have a door. They have a cat door too, so they can go in and out as much as they want. But they'll just meow at me forever so that I go with them. They
and
just
then
want
they
me to go
stay
with them.
with you.
Yeah, they
See, I've
love
never
it. They
seen
just
a
want to
cat do
hang
that.
out. I know. And I didn't train them or nothing. I just walk and I call them, and you just have to kind of be patient because they're
Yeah.
slow. They stroll.
They stroll and do their
Yeah.
own thing.
Yeah.
In my experience, cats just leave the house and go outside and hunt all day.
That's what my cats
And I've
do
never
too.
seen anyone walk them like that.
But
That's
then they'll
sick.
come back and be they'll just meow at me forever until I go outside with them. They're just come hang out.
That's awesome.
How many cats we talking here?
2. I have 2 cats.
They bring back a good bounty every once in a while, a couple birds or a mouse.
Especially the less I hang out with them, the more wild they get. So if I go out of town for a couple weeks and someone's just feeding them, last summer, I went out of town for 2 weeks, and when I came home, there was a corner of my house with 3 bunnies in it.
Dead.
They're just decapitated.
Just the heads
just
around
the
bunnies.
heads, and it was just so gruesome. And yeah, I feel They do. They're good hunters for sure, but they
That's
don't do
harsh.
it as much if I hang out with them.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
what cats do, though.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's cool.
I kind of wanted to circle back around to some of that social media stuff I still was thinking about. And last night we were talking, and I was kind of like asking you if you had people that hate on you, and you were like, yeah. And I was wondering like what's the difference? You were talking about like sexism and like you get sexist comments from men and women. And I was kind of wondering if you wanted to like dive into that.
I think guys are more sexist where they like do a lot of mansplaining and they just think women are stupid a lot, like just kind of like lesser beings.
The bad dudes.
And no, even I think even good guys, like even myself, like even though I'm a girl, like I can catch myself being sexist sometimes. It's just so ingrained in our society, like even if you're trying your hardest not to be sexist, it's so like easy to be sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
It's very ingrained into us. So it just kind of happens without you thinking about it a lot of times. And girls, I think they're sexist in the same way. Like I think girls would trust a guy's opinion over a girl's opinion a lot of times, just not even thinking about it, subconsciously. And then there's also like slut shaming, which I think last night I said to you that girls do more slut shaming than guys do too, which is very sexist because guys don't get slut shamed, and that's like a whole another topic in itself. But I think girls definitely slut shame and it's sexist, but it is like a jealousy thing too a lot of times. So I don't know.
I feel like that's fully a jealousy thing most of the time with girls doing to girls.
Well,
but it's still sexist too because you can insult a girl out of jealousy, but to slut shame is always sexist.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well said. And that's the thing too. To my understanding, feminism is like support women at all costs. Like no matter whatever you want to do, whatever decision you want to make, back it.
Yeah, like
right?
more power to you. Whatever,
but
whatever
it
you
almost
do.
It seems like with feminism a lot of times it's like support women at all costs unless you want to like do something with your body, and then it's like actually I don't back it. It seems like.
Yeah, it's happened to me a few times, and I just hear stuff sometimes like girls who aren't like super girly will be like, oh, she's skating in shorts, like she's just horny for attention or whatever. But like I don't know, man, like
you're more comfortable.
Shorts are cute. Fuck it.
Yeah,
like
they're cute.
I want to wear fucking shorts. I'm not like
should be able to
horny
wear
for
shorts.
attention. Yeah. It's the only reason that you think that it's like slutty or whatever is because like society has made you think that women are like sex objects, which we're not. We're fucking people. Like I can wear shorts if I want to.
They should be able to wear anything you want.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable, everyone else should be comfortable.
My body is the same as a man. It's not the same as a man's body, but it is just a body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
not,
if a dude's skating with his shirt off, nobody's tripping, right?
And then
that's
goes
a kind of
into
an interesting one.
fucking free the nipple, which is, I can't believe that our nipples have to be covered all the time. It's so fucked up.
They should be able to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Well, and I'll also say as a like because we really haven't met, and so I kind of me and Bud's had you on the show because I would consider
We're
myself a
fans.
fan,
Yeah.
Thank you.
and but it's kind of funny because it's not there's a whole thing with like the edit and the rap music, and then like it's just like entertaining. Like you go. I have a confession to make. Like the core guy in me wanted to be like, fuck this. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's like this shit's whack. But I'm like, wait a second, I can't stop watching this shit. And I'm scrolling through. I'm like, this shit's whack. I actually fucking love this. Like,
She had me at the rap music.
Yeah.
That was the instant draw, and I was just like, dude, she's always posting dope shit, and it's always kind of underground and.
Yeah, the music is, it's not like top 20.
And I noticed
whatever.
a lot of times you tag the actual artist, and it's dope.
Of course, yeah.
I'd always, was my instant draw for all the stuff that you did, the dancing, and even your edits on skating and snowboarding. You always had dope music.
Yeah, I am a music connoisseur for sure.
Yeah, I am. With hip hop, I am as well, and so is he. So for me, that was the instant draw.
Yeah.
And you just post dope shit.
Thank you.
Hey, what about do you have some inspo from like fashion departments as well? Departments.
Yeah.
Departments.
From
Fashion department.
I wouldn't even say I wouldn't really call myself fashionable, but I've just always loved to dress up. Like I love dressing up so fucking much. Like I don't even like really going out, but I like going out just so that I have an excuse to dress up.
Dress up and put an outfit on.
Yeah, and I've loved dressing up ever since I was a kid. I mean, if you look at photos from my elementary school pictures, like they are so extra. I was wearing makeup in elementary school, like glitter everywhere and just crazy hair. I've just always I wish I was like fashionable, but
You seem like you are. Shit.
I don't really think I'm very good with putting together outfits, honestly. But I do love dressing up.
But you love doing
so
it.
I guess I like fashion, but I don't think I'm like
Well, I would say, you know, you're good at. It seems like you're comfortable being yourself.
That's
and
the
that-
important thing.
Yeah.
And that's
right?
the important. And being unique in fashion is a form of fashion.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
kind
of
like
the
that's
statement.
standing out and being on your own.
Yeah.
And not following the.
I do think me like not giving a fuck and being myself also kind of takes away from my being very fashionable though, because like I will just like put together crazy shit. She knows. Remember that outfit I wore? Oh my god. Yeah.
Yo, what, the one when you were riding Highland and you had the hood going over? Is it that one? The crazy.
Oh, that
the
pink
hood
coat.
that covered
Yeah,
your
yeah,
whole shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Like,
thing was kind of gas. Huh?
Yeah, I kind of like that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
It didn't look
fun.
very functional though. It's not like a North Face.
It like zipped all the way down. Yeah, I just wore it because it was fucking pink and like flashy. I don't
What
know. I
kinda-
like dressing up.
That's
Yeah.
sick. What kind of reactions do you get at the mountains when you're making your edits and stuff?
I get both. Like I honestly mostly good ones. Like
Yeah.
mostly people
People are
are
like,
like
"Sick."
JibGurl,
Yeah.
JibGurl, and so crazy. It's so weird. And then
You just do your thing and don't give a
yeah.
fuck. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
And I'm
sick.
usually listening to music, so I'm in my own world for sure.
Yeah.
I love, again, when I snowboard, I'm listening to music and I am in my own music video. Like,
That's
that is
sick.
what is going on.
And then at one point there was kind of a big name change. We went JibGurl 420 to.
Yeah, what's
What's-
up with
what's
the
the
name
new
change?
one?
JibGurl Forever?
Oh yeah,
Is that
I
what it is now?
I like the 420 personally.
mean, I did too, but like, JibGurl in itself, what is a joke? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like it's supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
I'm not actually like,
Yes, of
You're
course.
not actually JibGurl.
yeah, I'm not
Good to
like,
clarify that for the listeners. I know that, but maybe they don't.
I'm
Yeah.
not like, oh, snowboarder girl. Like, you
Well,
know what I mean?
especially
I
when you
don't
throw
fucking-
420 on the end, or I
Yeah.
guess forever. Yeah.
It was supposed to be fucking funny, and people just like were taking it so serious. Like,
Oh, they were? They were coming at you like you were taking it
people
serious?
are just yeah. They were like, "You're just a stoner. You have 420 in your name." Blah
Oh,
blah.
damn.
And then also for sponsor reasons,
Oh, that makes
I
sense.
took it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so for both, I had like two reasons.
That
for
definitely
that.
makes sense then for sponsor reasons. 'Cause it makes it a little more
You know what's funny?
digestible.
So people outside of snowboarding don't know what jib means.
That
Oh,
makes
really?
sense. Actually makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
How fucking funny is this?
So you have to explain what JibGurl is.
Yeah, the other day some guy hit me up and he was like, so I looked up what jib means and it means meth. So is your name
It
like
means what?
meth or
Really?
something like that? So like
So you down to do some math?
So you meth girl?
yeah, that's what he asked. He was like, so are you like
I thought it
saying
was a
you're
boating term or something.
into meth or something? yeah.
Wow, Meth Girl 420.
Yeah.
That's
He's like, so
funny.
you want to like
So he's like,
come over
"You
later
down?"
and like you want to like just like get super.
Do some fucking meth.
That does make sense. So it's a complete snowboard word.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like created
yeah.
in snowboarding. No other sport uses it.
So funny because yeah, it takes someone to tell you that for you to even realize
Yeah,
that.
I've never heard that.
Like-
That's funny.
I was kind of when we were talking last night. I was realizing that we're kind of engulfed in this snowboard world, but your audience is like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not
way beyond.
snowboarders. It's
No.
way beyond, right?
No, yeah, I got like dancers, I got skateboarders, I got just random people, I got people who are into makeup, because I am very into makeup, and like, yeah, just like into like girls with kind of like, I don't know, I would say I kind of like throw off a little bit of an e-girl vibe, so people who like follow that type of shit or whatever, yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely a diverse group, though, and the numbers are insane. It's pretty sick. I mean, other snowboarders that have those numbers have, like, get a gold medal or something, and you pretty much have done it a whole different way, and it's pretty sick.
Yeah, my following isn't because of snowboarding.
Or a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
It's because of the whole...
It is a little bit, yeah. Not at all. But it's from... Yeah, it's just from everything. It's not like... It's not from just snowboarding, definitely not.
Well, that's the beauty is you can go on your page and like it's just entertaining, like the dance moves, like who doesn't like dancing's universal, and then like
if little babies love dancing.
Yeah,
it's like a natural thing.
Yeah,
it's very natural.
Sure, little babies start dancing the second they hear music. They just start moving.
And every culture loves dancing. You know what I mean? Like it's so universal and natural.
And we see you and Peyton dancing all the time, but me and Buds just tried to have a go at it, and
it's tough.
It is not as easy as it looks. People out there listening. So when you did the heel flip in the heels,
that was dope.
Was that real?
Can't tell you.
Oh, snap!
Okay, it's still up for debate. Okay. Jury's still out on that one.
The jury's still out.
That shit's genius.
Yeah, that's
genius. I mean? Like a heel flip in some high heels.
And again, that was not like, oh, I'm going to go do a heel flip in heels because that will be crazy. Like I got these shoes from a brand, and I was like, it would be funny to take photos on my skateboard in these shoes. And then I just started skateboarding around, and I did that, and yeah, it blew up. But yeah, it wasn't like planned out at all.
There is still a degree. You can't like discredit. There's some creativity going on with that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, it was just me dressing up and wanting to fucking dress up and go
make a cool edit.
Skateboarding too.
Yeah, and go skate.
Yeah.
And do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. To each their own. Sometimes I'm looking at people's IG. It's like a picture of some fucking power lines and a telephone pole.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck am I looking at here?
People, they're scared to be themselves a lot, or to like be different, and they're just like looking at somebody else and trying to stay within that, like in that lane. Mm-hmm. They're scared to like step out.
Well, I have a kind of interesting perspective on that stuff, because a lot of times people are like, oh, if you post a video yourself, oh, that's so narcissistic, or you post a photo yourself, it's so narcissistic. And I have a couple angles on that, and it's there is a degree of self-absorption to it. There's no arguing that. But like, we're as snowboarders, like, hey, film me. Hey, take a picture of me.
Snowboarders are very selfish.
Put a photo of me on the front of the magazine.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, film me for 3 hours when I try this trick. It's like, that shit's narcissistic in itself. Like, the whole sport is based on yourself anyway. And half the time, like, I think about, I go to like Reynolds' gram or something. I want to see Reynolds do a frontside flip. Yeah. And it's like, fuck it. Like, so if Reynolds is posting pictures of like weird, misty shit, that's cool. But like, I get hyped when I see a frontside flip.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I
give the people what they want. 100%. You know.
You might, that's why they're coming to see you do your thing. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Now
I mean, I like used to like film other girls and whatever and make edits of other people, but again, it was like so much pressure. So then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna film me, or like use my clips and only do me, and then it's just no pressure, and I'm just only fucking with myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
working on your own shit.
Yeah.
When you were doing the snowboard movies, you were filming and editing.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then other people would film too, and they would send me the footage, because these girls, we didn't have a budget at all, so it wasn't like, oh, we can all go on a trip together and get a filmer or nothing. No, it was like we were buddy camming, and then we were also like, there's girls, submitting footage to me. And,
that's interesting. So you didn't have like the crew vibe of all getting out together, and
we did, but it was only like, it was only like 4 people, like a movie, and there's always more than 4 girls in it. Yeah. No
That's,
budget.
That's crazy. You were doing everything by yourself too.
Yeah.
And the
I could see
motion
why you
graphics
draw
and
back.
stuff too. Where'd you learn how to do all that stuff?
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. Who needs college anymore?
No.
Yeah, right. You just need YouTube.
I went to school for a little bit for.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, and it was just pointless. It was stupid. So I
What were
dropped
you
out.
studying in school?
I was going to school for videography, but
Oh, you were.
yeah, but they didn't teach me shit.
Yeah, the
I already
real way to
knew
learn is just to go out and
Just
do it.
Do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Or YouTube. That's so much faster.
Dude, thank God for those people that do that. Like
That put all the
when I'm
how-to
like
videos
working
out
on
there.
my truck and there's like some random guy that's like, okay, guys, I'm gonna teach you how to change your oil filter on my 2005 Chevy. You're like, sorry, it's like, what does that guy do? Sorry, I can't come hang out with the boys today. I'm filming a super important video. Like, but like, thank God for those people because you don't have to learn shit.
You
just
can literally
type
learn
the thing in.
anything on YouTube.
Yeah. And YouTube is the shit. I fucking love YouTube.
And motion graphics are hard too. That's dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you've also been a part of those videos. Had some incredible video parts. A bunch of girls kind of came up, but there's also some incredible bail sections in those videos.
Yeah.
Those ones went
Yeah.
off.
Girls fall crazy. Even even on small things, we just be doing the most when we're falling.
That's awesome.
That's like another universal thing, like dancing, like a good bail,
Yeah, everyone loves that.
like at a premiere,
yeah, yeah. I love watching people eat shit.
And a
like-
lot of people started taking bail sections out of the movies too, so it's good to
Yeah.
throw some in there.
I didn't even notice that, but bail sections are funny.
As long as nobody got hurt.
Yeah,
fuck
as
it.
long as it's not like too gnarly.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it's too gnarly, it's like, fuck. Wish I didn't see that. But the funny ones are fucking.
Yeah, are good.
Those are gold.
Yeah.
They're better than a clip. They're better than a make.
Or just just as good either way.
100%, like pure entertainment value.
Yeah.
And there was something interesting last night when we were talking. I was kind of asking you who your inspirations were for like when you were making those edits, and it sounded like you didn't really watch.
Yeah, I said that I don't watch snowboard movies because my first snowboard movie that I made, I was watching a lot of peep show movies because I was filmed with them and
Inspired,
whatever,
yeah.
and peep show edits and whatever. And I noticed that my first movie was just so kind of like peep show a little bit in some ways, and I was like, fuck, I'm like subconsciously copying them. So I stopped watching snowboard movies and edits so that I wouldn't subconsciously copy them. So
That's
yeah,
dope.
I know it's kind of crazy because I know like absolutely nothing about snowboarding, but yeah, I would make snowboard movies.
But it kept your shit fresh though. And
Yeah, it just kept
Yeah.
me from like subconsciously copying people. Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps it original because it felt like your videos more had like a Master P 2003 mixtape
which
feel,
is dope.
like a Cash Money Millionaires album cover feel, where
Yeah.
everybody else is like doing the same shit.
Yeah, doing their own thing
Yeah.
and all doing the same stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
You're vegan, right? Mm-hmm. And are you
Very
vegan because of protecting animals or because of health or
So I
all the
went
above?
vegan originally for the environment. I've always been an environmentalist since I was very young. But I didn't even know how bad the meat or animal ag was for the planet until I watched Cowspiracy. I watched that and then I was like, holy fuck, oh my God, I'm vegan. And then once you go vegan, you're like able to really take in what's going on behind the scenes in factory farms or in the egg industry or in the milk industry, dairy industry, or what, and all that stuff. And so now I'm 100% vegan for the animals. Because
For the animals.
yeah, once you go vegan, you can like finally let yourself make that connection. I think people definitely like block it off so that they don't feel guilty for eating animal products. And yeah.
That's rad. It's-
And I'm 100% not vegan for myself. Like I
For
would
health or
I don't
anything.
give a fuck. Yeah.
So what?
Yeah,
How old
that's
were you when you
interesting.
started being vegan?
I only started going vegan like 4 years ago, but I always was very vegetarian for like the last 10 years, and I always wanted to go vegan, but I didn't have like, I was just kind of like, I guess I was just lazy, you know? And finally I realized how terrible it was for the planet, like dairy and everything, and I
see some of the stuff
it.
you post, and it's definitely eye-opening.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Makes you
it's
think
bad
a lot.
for people. It's a humanitarian issue. It's an environmental issue. It's a animal issue, and it's a health issue. It's really good for you, but yeah.
The factory farming of animals, that
It's
shit's fucked up.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
So
Yeah, not
horrific.
backing that.
Yeah.
And I will say too, I work out with Sage, and he's vegan, and I had this kind of conception that like you would be short on protein and stuff. Like,
What's the movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger just put out? It's all about how actually getting protein from plants is so much better for you than it is from. Because when you get it from animals, you get the complete protein, which is not as good for you as like making the complete protein from plants. What is that movie called? The Arnold Schwarzenegger one.
I'm sure I could look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Because
So Arnold Schwarzenegger's vegan?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, and a bunch of
that fool
athletes
is
are.
ripped, bro.
Yeah, he is ripped.
And there's so many interesting facts in that movie. Like, if you're vegan, you have bigger boners.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Is that true?
Yeah, it like.
Buds, you looking up some recipes right now? Some vegan recipes?
I'm looking at, I don't know how to spell Schwarzenegger, dude.
What is it called?
I can link it up in the description.
If
Game Changers.
Game changer.
If you're
Game
vegan, you have
changers.
bigger boners.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did not know that.
Your
That is a
blood
fun
is
little
cleaner.
fact.
Yeah, that's one of the things they
More blood
tested.
pumping.
They tested
wow.
like these. I think they're.
Yeah, I'd like to know that. I'd like to.
They like totally tested these like athletes. I think they were basketball players or football players. But first they tested their blood. The blood was cleaner if they were eating a plant-based diet, and then they like put stuff around their penises and like tested their boners even.
And they were bigger when they were on the vegan tip.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Some exclusive
Been-
boner testing.
Yeah, one
going
hell
on.
of a boner test. That's
Yeah.
insane. I had no idea. But
Nothing
yeah, I
like
didn't
a
know
good old-
Schwarzenegger was
nothing good-
vegan. That's insane.
Yeah, that's like a good old fashioned boner test.
Yeah.
Good old fashioned boner test. I saw that one video too. Just animal cruelty in general is harsh. That video
It's
with the
crazy.
elephant that went viral recently, where
Where they
The
fed
pineapple?
it firecrackers. Yeah.
yeah, that shit was like made me teary eyed. That was insane.
Yeah, and it's crazy. That shit literally goes on all the time in our in the U.S., like factory farms and in the slaughterhouses, and it's because people who work in these industries, like, they have to completely go numb inside just to continue to work in there, and then once they go numb, they just start being cruel to the animals. So they're just random
Because they're in there all day,
shit. Yeah.
and they end up doing just
Just
stuff they don't
stabbing
even need to
them
do.
for
Yeah,
no reason. Yeah, like,
that sucks.
yeah.
That shit is sad.
It's
Yeah.
super sad. It's
It's
sad for
sad.
the people. It's sad for the workers who have to like literally die inside. you
Yeah,
know?
literally, huh? If they get to the
Yeah.
point where they're stabbing them for no reason, it's like they've killed so many animals. To them, they're nothing. And
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really heartbreaking.
Also, you
I
can
always
get your
That's wild.
99-cent, cheeseburger from McDoji's or whatever.
I thought
Yeah.
that wasn't even real meat in there, but
I don't know.
nobody knows.
I
It-
don't know. I have an interesting.
Some
Nobody
kind of
knows what's
meat.
in
One
McDonald's.
thing that makes sense to me. This is granted no science, no research, but like look at a silverback gorilla. Those motherfuckers are jacked, dude.
Or an
And
ox.
Those guys eat just plants all day.
Yeah, oxes too.
But
Huh?
Yeah.
in the contrary, though,
Or
if
an
you-
elephant.
an elephant.
The
very
biggest
true.
animals in the world are all
Yeah,
vegan.
And silverbacks are actually hella muscular too.
They,
huh?
I think they have a little bit of meat in their diet.
Yeah, I think so
But
too. They have
silverbacks
those
too.
Yeah, they do.
Crazy teeth.
But they like the other thing I feel like is it once again no science. So what I'm gonna say is that like I feel like you look at it like a lion or a tiger, they eat meat, it sustains longer. Like but then like you look at like a animal that eats a plant, you have to graze all day. Like you have to it's healthier, but you have to eat incrementally more, right? As opposed to like where you can eat a steak and you're good for like 8 hours. Like plants, you probably got to eat like a lot more throughout the course of the day.
I think that is probably true, but I'm eating a lot of Cliff Bars, so I don't really have to snack all day. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cliff
Sometimes,
Bars are pretty packed with energy.
yeah, there you go. That works.
Now, next topic if you're down to talk about it, you started our OnlyFans recently.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about it. That women are not about OnlyFans in general. not about yours in general. Just that a lot of women.
I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about it.
That a lot of women are being able to make a lot of money and just do what they want to do in a safer way, and that's cool. I'm totally behind it.
Yeah, I fuck with it. I like it, and I don't like some. God, this guy the other day hit me up and he was like, "You don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to post on OnlyFans and I'm like, man, like, I'm not religious, and I'm also not very controlled by societal norms and stuff. You're
doing what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm not like very brainwashed to think like, oh, this is terrible. Like I like my body. I'm not. Well,
and that's the thing.
Shy.
It goes back to if that's what you want to do, who is anyone to give you any shit about
That's
it?
like feminism in a pure form, right?
Yeah.
Feminism. If you're a feminist, it's like, go do it, man. Be you. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything that I feel uncomfortable doing. And if I'm not feeling myself, like if I'm feeling unconfident, like I don't post on there. Like I only post on there whenever I'm like feeling confident and I'm like having fun with it.
And then it probably makes you feel more confident afterwards.
It does,
too.
yeah.
Which is great.
Well,
yeah.
We use the term cheddar biscuits a lot around here, and it's an increment to describe money. Is it pretty lucrative as far as cheddar biscuits? Just out of curiosity.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good.
I was telling you before about how Chloe Kim got offered like $500 or $1,000 to show her bare foot.
Yeah.
I imagine I would do that all day.
If somebody wants to pay, hey, somebody wants to Venmo me $1,000, I'll send you.
I will
hella pictures of my feet.
I will do a full barefoot shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't even. That's actually.
I get so many requests for foot pics, and they are so hard.
They're hard to take a good one.
Yeah, it's like people in the foot pic industry deserve more credit because
hard to take a good picture of your foot. I'm confused. I'm sorry.
It's hard for you to feel confident about the shot you take.
Like, okay, number one.
There's more to it than meets the untrained eye. I guess. Okay.
Yeah. Number one, you like. I would kind of like look up like nice foot pics or whatever, and these girls got like long ass toenails.
Really?
Which I can't skate with long toenails.
Yeah, you
know
can't
what
do
I
that
mean?
as a skateboarder.
They kind of have like nice, like kind of longer toenails, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like my toenails aren't really up to par with like.
So basically, their feet aren't doing the active things yours might be doing.
Yeah, and
I didn't know there was a societal norm to like good foot photos.
Definitely, there is. Like the toenails should be a little bit longer, very cleaned up.
I wonder if
polished.
there's professional female foot or male foot models out there, like in Zoolander. That one homie was a hand model.
Yeah.
I think my mind just goes.
Yeah, there's definitely
there is
George
100%.
Costanza.
George Costanza.
That's definitely a job
He was a
title.
hand model. That is.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone wants $500 to send to us for foot photos, I'll do a shoot.
I'll send my right foot. My right big toenail is like black and disgusting.
My pinky toe's so small it's like hardly even exists.
Yeah, mine too. That's the thing.
And my
like,
wife's always saying about her feet. She's like, I got the weirdest looking feet. I'm like, everyone's pinky toes are weird.
Yeah.
I think that's just how it is. You gotta just not trip on it.
Yeah, I definitely don't care about my feet, but when trying to take all my pictures myself too, so I'm just like, I don't
Trying
know.
to find the right
It's
angle
hard,
for
yeah.
yourself. Maybe you need to hire a foot photographer. They're
photographer or photographer?
Photographer.
Well, let me tell you something. You don't want to hire Buds because he's got so much shit on his lens. He always has like dust and like dirt and stuff
It's
like
true.
that.
I have dirty lenses, but they take great photos.
Yeah, gives them
I know what I'm
character.
doing.
He claims the dirty
Exactly.
He claims the dirty lens is fine. That's his thing. That's his specialty.
It
Signature
is.
move.
I clean them once a year. Do you make YouTube vids and stuff too, or is it all Instagram? And
No, but I wish I did, but YouTubers, that is a ballsy industry as well. You really like if
gotta
I
put
were to
yourself
make
out
like
there.
a vlog or something, that's like that is you're putting yourself out there.
every day you got to do it too,
I think
almost,
it's-
or once a week, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's tough work and it takes balls.
Yeah, my chick watches all like the makeup blogs and
Oh yeah, I
those-
do too. I love
Yeah.
makeup tutorials. I love them.
and, yeah, there's girls that just do everything all day, every style you ever wanted. You can look it up.
Yeah.
But you don't mess with the YouTube.
No, I wish I did, but I feel like I'm just a little bit
It would just
too
be
shy.
too much work?
It's work, and I'm kind of a little shy.
Too shy.
Yeah.
Now on Instagram, when you have as many followers do you start to make some cheddar that way? Or not really?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, like
That's
brands
sick.
pay me to post stuff.
That's dope.
Yeah.
How does that work, out of curiosity?
It's pretty loose. They just hit me up on Instagram, and
They actually
sometimes there'll be
contact
a
you?
contract. A lot of times there won't be, and yeah, they'll just contact me and be like, this much money for a post or
Per
whatever.
post.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they work out like a X amount of post deal or something?
Sometimes they're all different.
Or is it sometimes one post?
Sometimes it's just one post.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's cool. And if you don't like the product, you say no. If you like it, you say yes.
Yeah. Like not that long ago, I got offered to do something with people that were using like animal skin.
Really?
For some outerwear, and they wanted me to like basically, I don't remember if it was a leather. I think it was like some kind of
Animal product.
animal
byproduct.
skin, and I
Yeah.
was like, no, fuck that. I
Really?
just ghosted them.
Yeah, I'm surprised they even came at you though. You
I
post
know.
vegan stuff.
I know.
It's
I'm
like, do they even look at your shit?
yeah, I guess
'Cause-
not.
Something I find pretty interesting is like somebody, with a following like yours, good snowboarder. It seems interesting how it's like, don't let me put words in your mouth, but it seems like it's been hard for you to find good sponsors in snowboarding, even
Yeah.
though you have a giant following. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I think I'm not good at rubbing I'm not okay, so like I said before, I'm very like much myself. Like I'm me.
Yeah.
And I'm not very good at being fake and like sucking up to people. I'm not very good at like rubbing shoulders or networking, I guess you would say. Yeah, I'm not good at
There's
doing
definitely a
that. And
skill
I-
to that, and some people
Oh,
are
yeah.
really good at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am not good at that at all. It's something I need to work on. But so I think that's a lot to do with it, and yeah. And then other than that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really hit people up that much
Yeah.
either. And I'm very bad at like business emails. Like I only hit people up on Instagram, and I'm like, hey.
This is what's up. Are you down? If not,
Yeah.
peace.
Yeah, very
yeah.
quick and kind of unprofessional, but real.
Yeah.
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 Well, it's an interesting conversation because there's two sides of it where that you have like the very core purist that's like the video part is the holy grail. And we need this to maintain at like this
An
is
image.
an image and this is like what we gauge how good someone is off of. This is what we gauge their value of. Where you look at a video part and it only has 3,000 views
Yeah.
or whatever, right? And then you can look at like a video of you snowboarding in a pink, like, jacket doing a
Yeah.
front blunt 270, and it's like, whatever. I don't know how many views does that thing have, probably, roughly.
I don't know. maybe.
100,000 or something.
Definitely.
You get that many
Yeah.
views.
So
Yeah.
so it's like
That's
it's
sick.
like from a brand's perspective, like 100,000 views, like those are just pure numbers. Like pure that's like
Yeah.
that's a big influence of people, but it's an interesting fact that like, the core it's almost like the criteria of the game has changed in the fact that like we're still living in this video part era when everybody's on Instagram, and the purist inside me, it kills me to say that, right? But at the end of the day, like if you're a business and you want to move units, it's going to be more effective to give you money.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. If
That's
I
true.
own a company, that's what I would do.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
I'm
mean
saying.
like from a business owner's perspective. That's what I would
Times
do.
are changing,
you know?
and you
Yeah.
gotta like change with times.
That's exactly it. You got to be able to change with the times.
And honestly, I was never like, oh, gotta fucking like run my Instagram up. It's just natural for me. I like
Which is
making
sick.
I like quick shit. So Instagram is kind of my jam because I like it to be quick and whatever. Which is another reason. Oh my God. Since I've been done with Too Hard making movies, God, editing a whole fucking movie is so hard.
It takes all summer, basically, huh?
Yeah, and editing little Instagram videos is so much more fun.
Yeah.
So much more fun.
And you
I
can
love it.
pump
I
out a
love it.
shitload.
It's
Yeah.
more like a short-term instant gratification. Like today we're gonna make this, and then you make
Yeah.
it, as opposed to like for 4 months we're gonna film this, and then
Yeah.
50 people are gonna watch it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I totally get what you mean. I think if I owned a company, I would want someone who's not afraid to post on Instagram, because Instagram sells shit. People aren't going on to their laptops that much anymore. People are on their phones, like scroll, and Instagram's fast. Like the technology behind it is faster than like websites. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely is.
And yeah, like I said the other night, like TikTok's even faster than Instagram, the technology behind it. Yeah, that shit loads so fast. Like that is going to take over just because of that reason right there.
Because of that reason.
Yeah.
Huh? You ever made a TikTok video?
Never have. I'm actually, call me, like, I feel like a dinosaur, but I don't really know a lot about TikTok, to be honest.
It's
wow.
just fun.
Mine-
It is like, it's a younger kid
Yeah.
thing, but it's still really fun.
A lot of dancing, right?
Yeah, but they have everything on there. It's very much like Vine. They have a lot of like comedy on there, like Vine, and then I know there's other shit on there too, like cooking or everything. You
Life hacks and stuff too.
Yeah.
Do you think me and Bud should start a TikTok?
Fuck, 100%.
We'd
Really?
have to dance like every day, probably.
I could do it just for the dancing.
God. We need to make one. We gotta make one TikTok.
Does your TikTok slap?
I honestly don't post that much on there, but yes, it slaps.
To answer your question, yes, it
Yes,
slaps.
It does. Yeah, my niece came through and made our whole family do a TikTok video. And
I want to see this.
I don't know how to access it, but maybe it's on my phone still. I don't know. But she was like 10 years old, and it was like she was a young video director.
Yeah.
She would like tell us what to do. Like, you do this, you do that.
I saw, I think it was LeBron and his whole family doing TikToks.
Yeah, that's what it is. And
yeah, they get the whole family
Yeah,
involved.
you get the whole fam involved, and everyone does something, and they make it so easy to make this rad little video.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sick. It's kind of dope.
It's super fun.
It's definitely fun once you get past like feeling like an idiot.
Yeah, that's the whole thing is people are fucking
But the final product comes out and it's
swallow
dope.
your pride and
Yeah.
you'll have a lot of fun with it.
It's kind of like this is a weird analogy I just thought of, but it's like you look at Instagram and it's like there's a wedding dance party, right? And like everybody's on the sidelines and there's like a few people out there kind of just shredding the dance floor.
Yeah.
You're kind of like shredding the dance floor of social media these days. you know?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
we're all just sitting there and like,
Being scared.
yeah, like
Yeah, on the sidelines. You got to get out and just do this.
Yeah.
I
Dance
guess
like
the
no
point.
one's watching.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah, the move at weddings I like to pull is I like to take my shirt off and then just do push-ups. That's kind of like a classic.
You don't dance at the
I
weddings?
do dance, but that's like a go-to. Once you get the people going, just rip a bunch of push-ups. Yeah, kind of
Press
bro.
the ladies.
Yeah.
All right. Last
But,
wedding I went to was
Alright.
Yoshi's, and we all took mushrooms and danced like no one was watching, and it was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, me and Peyton, we be doing acid, and it is really fucking fun to make a TikTok on acid. Let me
That's
tell
what's
you
up.
what.
Yeah.
That's a pro tip. That is a pro
Pro
tip for
tip.
it's a pro tip for a good TikTok.
My wife always wears these big ass shoes, and we gave her mushrooms, and she
Wait,
could
what do you mean big ass shoes? Like
high
heels?
heels, yeah,
Okay.
because she's like I don't know, like 5'3" or something.
Mm-hmm.
And we ate mushrooms. She could hardly walk, and we were drinking. And me and T-Bird were like, take those shoes off. And she kicks them off. And we get to the dance floor. It's like in Forrest Gump where he loses his those leg braces. And she was running and dancing. And the mushrooms kicked in. And shit was legit. So, yeah, dance like no one's watching.
And take mushrooms.
And take
Incredible.
mushrooms.
Incredible. This is great advice. This is a great advice for the youth.
For the youth.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
No,
but
just be real. In moderation, anything's good.
Yeah.
I think
Like
that's what's
everything, whether it's drinking or
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, acid is good for you. I mean, don't go
I think-
overboard with it.
Yeah, it helps you find
obviously.
yourself.
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think weed does too. Like, makes you question everything.
Dude, fools at huge companies are microdosing because it helps you think out of the box and
Yeah.
think a different
Think
way.
creatively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they actually want you to do it. So
there's
I did not know that, but that is.
yeah,
Yeah.
like up in Silicon
Cool.
Valley and stuff, like in California, there's actually a book called Stealing Fire by Stephen Kotler, and it's about basically like a lot of these guys that are kind of expanding their mind, like CEOs of companies that are microdosing and stuff like that. It's an interesting one though too, because some people, have a hard time with that micro part of the dosing. Like some people, like moderation is something that's particularly difficult for myself. But like, so you just got to know which person you are. Are you a person that can do moderation, or are you a person that needs to like?
So they're microdosing with weed or with mushrooms?
With mushrooms.
Okay, yeah.
And acid. And acid.
And acid.
Yeah.
They actually like advise, or they say to their employees, like, we totally condone this.
Yeah.
If you want to do it. And they think it helps you like get out of hard spots and think creatively.
And it makes you happier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like way better than taking antidepressants or something.
Yeah,
like
for
that.
sure. And it's like Fortune 500 companies and CEOs of like some of the 1%ers are like way behind it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's something that I don't know.
Maybe we should do like a Bombhole microdosing mission to
see what's
expand
up.
our minds and
do
come
an
up with some
episode
new
where we microdose.
Come up with like the dopest questions.
But they might not make sense when we actually go back to read them.
Me and Lizard were talking about microdosing Stony Buds when he didn't know it, like in his coffee or something before an episode. Just like
Perfect. My friends are talking about drugging me. Perfect.
I can't do that stuff anymore. I've seen all I need to be shown. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. My dad refers to that as a quota.
I've hit my quota.
He's like, like one day you're gonna have to quit drinking. You're gonna hit your quota, and you're gonna have to either quit drinking or you're gonna fuck your life up. You got one or the other. Well, those are your two options, and that's just how our family.
My quota on psychedelics.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Is there a particular experience that?
There's a couple experiences, but
I don't know if I don't know if you're under investigation right now. If we can talk about this with your.
I definitely was arrested one time in my youth while I was peaking on acid, and
just frying.
Got fully brought in to the police station at like 17 years old.
Wow.
Did they know?
That was my only mission, was to not let them know I was on acid.
Did they look at your eyeballs?
Probably knew.
No, they did the breathalyzer in front of my mom to show how fucked up I was, and I came up 0.0. And they were like, we chased him for a long time, so I think that he must have ran it all off. And they never knew I was on LSD.
That's dope.
But now when I take it, I kind of revert back to that mode, and I think there's police after me.
Ooh,
and
that's
it sucks.
not good.
I basically like can't even let my dogs around me because I'm like, they're narcs. They know what's up. I have to like lock the dogs out of the room. Like can't talk to my wife. Can't talk to anyone.
Oh,
like
no.
I was out in a public place and took some mushrooms. Had to take an Uber home. Lock myself in like my bedroom. Put the dogs outside. And stared out the blinds like.
Usually people are like hyped on pets.
Yeah, I basically hit my quota.
Sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. I think
but
I can microdose.
Taking too much. Yeah,
no, I can microdose just fine.
Yeah.
Like if I eat just the right amount of mushrooms, I'm fine. But I don't think I can.
We do that a lot.
I can't just hit acid and like go on a 12-hour.
That's really fucking draining, and that's you're like tired for a week if you really go off. You know.
I'm from Vermont, and there they do it a lot. So I think I was just exposed to a lot of.
Yeah, whenever I lived in Whistler, people love acid up there and mushrooms.
Now I just think it's all cops
most
chasing
acid
me.
Place.
Did you ever go for a microdose and the dose is stronger than you anticipated?
Than you think?
And you get yourself in a situation?
No.
You guys got your dosage dialed.
Yeah, well, except for one time we were trying to get high, but we weren't trying to get that high, and we got fucked up, so fucked up. No, it was more. It was like 3 fucking tabs.
When you eat a little bit and you're like, this isn't working. What's going on? Why isn't this working? What the fuck?
That's a tale as old as time.
That's exactly
you eat more,
what
and
happened.
then you're just fucked.
Oh my god, that was a night to remember.
That is a night to remember when that happens. Huh?
It was all good though. It was not a bad experience. We were high as laughing the entire time. Our stomachs were sore in the morning, for sure.
It's a good time.
It's never bad for the body to have just a good deep laugh.
Yeah.
Like there's something that's like primally good for you with that. Like when the tears are coming down your face.
That's why I only watch comedies.
Oh yeah, you only fuck with comedies?
Pretty much. For the most part, I only want to watch funny shit because laughter it heals you.
It really does.
Yeah.
Especially we're living in kind of weird times right now, so the more laughter, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you find yourself in like a really fucked up situation, like it's almost like humor is the only way to get through it sometimes. Mm-hmm. I feel like.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Well, Dangy, I think we had a pretty goddamn good conversation. What do you think?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think I had a lot of fun, Buds. You have a lot of fun?
I had a good time. I danced.
Yeah, you danced pretty
I'm
well.
in my seat. Anyways, is that still dancing when you're?
Yeah.
I guess it's
Sit
still
down dancing? Is that a new thing? Do we start a new thing or no?
No.
People have been dancing in
I think
wheelchairs.
yeah.
Yeah. People always make little dance edits in their cars. And
Oh,
shit.
true, huh? In
Yeah.
their cars.
Yeah.
And
Timmy
That's
Osler would've
I
done
always
good.
do that. My thing is, like, for some reason, like, before I go snowboarding, I'll sit in my car and make a little TikTok in my car before I go snowboarding for some
Really?
reason. I don't know. It was what I was doing, like, all winter last year.
How often do you post on TikTok?
It sometimes more, sometimes less. Right now, I haven't been posting that much.
Just
but
when you're in the mood.
Yeah. When I'm in, like, a TikTok-y
TikTok-y kind of phase, huh?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm gonna another question. I got another question.
Another question.
I was gonna wrap it up,
Let's
but
pivot.
I was thinking about like this is what we call a pivot. But do you feel like your job is kind of social media? Do you ever get like sick of social media or OnlyFans or just having to post shit, or do you love it?
No, I don't ever get sick of it. If I don't want to post on it, I don't. And if you look at my, like the dates, like there's times when I don't post for months. Like,
Really?
Yeah. Like I literally just do whatever I want. I don't ever really feel pressured. I only felt pressured when I was writing for one company that was paying me based on post, and that sucked. But now I'm not doing
You basically
that,
had
so.
to meet a quota.
I had to post, I think it was like once every 2 weeks or something, which was actually really hard.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that hectic, but it is to make it to come up with
yeah.
something dope that you like to post. And
Yeah, or maybe it was once a week. It was once a week.
once
yeah.
a week's even more hectic.
Yeah, it was fucking hard, and that was stressful, and I was over it. But as long as I don't have anyone breathing down my back, then it's always fun.
That's when you do the
I
best.
don't ever feel
When you're doing
pressured.
you
yeah.
feel
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and that's when I make the best shit.
Yeah, no
and
pressure.
people can tell, like, whenever you are doing whatever you want and when you are just doing you, like, people like that.
Yeah.
And that's when, I don't know.
When you're forcing something, it feels forced, and
you
people
can't
see
force
through
shit
it.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
does not
truth.
work.
People see through shit quick.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
Even though people are pretty stupid for the most part, they do see.
To tie this thing all up to one message, what I got from this is like, do you.
Yeah.
Like you're a product of somebody that does you. And it's like if people are listening and they want to dance, then fucking post the shit dancing.
Yeah, don't be scared. Don't hold back, right?
Send it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck
All right.
it.
Fuck
I think we wrap it up.
Gangster.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We will see you guys next week. Over and out. Later.
Peace out.